Hi everybody and welcome to another episode of Kara Baby. Remember to like, subscribe and ring-a-ding that bell. So this episode we're having a look at 90 Day Fiancé. I'm a bit late jumping on this hype train because everyone's done this now. Everyone's covered Big Ed and Rose and their tragic love story. Big Ed, he's famous for being, ironically, very small. He also goes by a few other nicknames, one of them being No Neck Ed, due to the lack of neck that he has. He became famous. He's become like an instant overnight success, an overnight celebrity because of the TLC show 90 Day Fiancé. I think it was just due to how endearing the bloke is. All he's doing is looking for love, like they all are on this show. Maybe it's just due to his physical appearance, and just because he looks like a cute little Oompa Loompa. Maybe that's why we feel so sorry for the bloke, and we just want this guy to find love before they'd met in person. He wanted to make sure that his hair was on point. He decides that he's going to dye his hair. So he wants to get rid of the grey hairs. He wants to get rid of that old man look. And the dye starts to burn his head. So he decides to turn his hair into an egg salad. And he rubs mayonnaise in it.
Since I met Rose, I want to look young for her. So I have been dyeing my hair, and it irritates my scalp. So I found out that mayonnaise makes it smoother and less dry. I'm self-conscious.
That's right, mayonnaise. It's not even Hellmann's. What you playing at, Ed? If you're gonna rub any sort of mayo, choose Hellmann's. Ed is 54, Rose is 23, so there's a little bit of an age gap there. Nothing creepy, right? It's just an old, lonely bloke looking for some young Filipino poontang. And as the relationship blossoms, we kind of see Ed develop into a bit of a different guy. He gets quite demanding when he eventually meets Rose in Manila. Rose takes him to her parents' place.
It's all concrete with sheets hanging, covering, I guess, to make it more homely. And
it's just a shack with CDs for the doors, CD cases.
And they don't really have a front door. It's just a kind of a curtain of paper CD covers. And it's all concrete.
He quite obviously can't stand being in this sort of squalor.
Where are the windows?
He hates the amount of people who are around.
I'm just in a swarm of hot, sweaty people.
He's sweating all over.
Right now, it's probably over 100 degrees. I'm sweating my ass off right now.
He struggles with the heat, and all he seems to do when he's over there is complain. He's probably feeling very much out of his comfort zone, being this small, round, white bloke in this world of Filipinos, in the world of Manilans. And he starts to call out Rose on a few things in terms of her hygiene, in terms of her breath smelling.
Just your breath is not pretty.
In terms of her leg hair.
Last night when I noticed that your legs were kind of like mine. They were hairy.
He makes her shave her legs. And then he has the cheek to make her take an STD test.
So there's a test that you can take.
You test me?
No, yeah, it's a test for I don't know if you understand it. It's STD.
Because he thinks that she's been playing around in the past quite a bit.
Every time I asked you about your Facebook friends, every time I asked you about past relationships, you don't want to talk about it.
I think for anyone to be asked to take a test, unless you're a porn star, fair enough. If you're a porn star, then don't feel offended if someone's asking you to take an STD test. Rose is clearly offended by this.
Understand what he said about STD test. I feel hurt. I feel, my heart cracked.
But we also find out that Rose's sister has been asking Ed for money.
It's awkward meeting Rose's sister Maria because we have this secret. Okay. You know, she asked me for money and asked me not to tell Rose. And I still don't know if Rose is involved or not.
To try and save her business. And when they meet up, it couldn't be any more awkward.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. Maria. Very nice to meet you.
Ngayong nakita ko si Ed ng personal, mas maliit siya sa akin. Saka yung medyo mataba nga siya.
This is your store.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen this on video when we chat.
And then it all ends in a very emotional breakup because Ed's not been honest with Rose. When they were first talking, Rose mentioned how she still wanted to have kids. Ed, I guess, never said anything different. He never told her that he didn't want to have kids.
I feel irritated. I feel disappointed, you know, because I told Ed so many times I want baby.
The thing with Ed is that he already has a 29-year-old daughter, so his daughter is older than Rose. Rose, too, has a son, but she wants more kids because she's young. But Ed says no.
I don't want more kids.
He doesn't want to have any more kids. In fact, he's planning on getting a vasectomy.
I want to get a vasectomy, but I don't want to tell her.
And to be fair, it gives Rose an out. If I had an out like that, I'd take it. And she leaves. She disappears to the room. Ed follows her a little bit later just to find that all of her shit's gone and she's fucked off.
She's gone. Her stuff's gone.
And we see Ed in tears. Poor Ed, don't do that to our Ed. But when Ed started getting demanding, we saw a bit of a different side to Ed than the one that we were used to. But what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below who was in the right, who was in the wrong. Should this ever be a thing? There's always going to be a poor girl looking for money in a poor country and a rich, ugly old white dude willing to give her that money for a little bit of poontang. And should I be feeling so sorry for Ed? Alright guys, join me again and next time on a crab baby, and I'll see you then. Cheers guys.